Hello, everybody. So I know it's been a minute, right? It's been a minute. So yes, there is some serious life updates, but one of the biggest news that I want to share with you right now and everything is that I am coming back with a podcast. It's going to be a video podcast. I'm not going to do like a regular podcast. Now, maybe later on in the future I could. But I'm going to start out with a podcast first. I know that some of you ladies out there really want to see some makeup tutorials. And so I definitely want to get back into doing that. It may not be as fabulous like the backdrops and all that stuff like that, given like, limited space, because having a studio takes a lot. But I definitely want to get back into doing YouTube. It's something that I've always loved. It's something that I've always had a passion for. It's something that, given how my life has been here recently, which does tie into some of the things that I do want to talk to you guys about. So my podcast and everything is going to be Heavenly with Friends. And so this podcast is going to have featured guests. My very first featured guest is going to be a really dear close friend of mine and somebody that helped me a lot in the last couple of years while I was gone. Her name is Amanda Sullivan. She is an attorney at law and she practices family law. She does a lot of other stuff and she is currently coming out with her own meditation course, and it is definitely very inspiring. She is an amazing individual. She also is ordained and is one of the people she married both me and Daniel, as weird as that sounds, but she basically officiated our wedding. So I cannot thank her enough for that. So in this podcast, it will be a 3-hour long segment. It'll be cut up into 30-minute segments. And we will be talking about everything that happened in my court case, life updates. And if you have any questions at all that she may be able to answer for you, this here would be your time. I trust Mandy more than anything. And so if you have any questions, if you are a single dad, a single mom, if you are going through a divorce, if you're having issues right now that you would like to ask an attorney, she may be able to answer those for you. And I can't make promises of that because, she's an attorney, her time is valuable. So if she is able to give advice or answer any of those questions, she may be able to. My apologies for the car going by. But other than that, I think this right here is really exciting. I know I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to tell you guys my story. I'm excited to tell you guys what has happened, all the twists and turns. I'm excited to give you guys your very own Dateline episode of what's going on with Heavenly, what has happened in the last almost 4 years since she's been gone, what is happening right now. Questions like ask about my transition, ask about how the kids are doing, ask about how I met Daniel, ask all these questions that you guys have been so eager to ask, and sit back with a bag of popcorn and get ready to listen to all the twists and turns, because this is a story that I have been wanting to tell for so long, and I want to keep it as raw as possible. I do not want to save face on anything. I want everything to be out in the open, but done as professionally as possible and as legal as possible. Meaning that, there's going to be some things that we can't necessarily talk about because these are things that pertain with other people's lives. And so, there's going to be some things here or there, but I think that you guys will find this very informationable, very enjoyable, and I think it will answer a lot of your guys' questions, and I'm excited to answer those questions because it's something that I've been wanting to do a tell-all. And currently right now I am sitting down here in the near future with my attorney, which is Amanda Sullivan, and I'm currently writing a book called The Minor Child. And we will be discussing more about that. And I know some of you guys are like, oh gosh, another book. But this book is really dear to me. It's not, you know, your average, it's not a love story. It's not a crime novel. This is something that I think through my journey in the last couple of years, I've been wanting to help other people with for so long, because I struggled and I want to shed some light on some stuff, but I also want to tell my story and give hope to other people that are single parents, that are male identifying, are transgender, or anything of that nature, that feel like they may not have a winning chance in court when dealing with domestic violence or child custody. And this is something that I'm currently looking at multiple publishers right now that are interested in publishing the book. And that's a big deal, considering the other books that I have published before, I didn't have a publisher, and I wasn't really interested in making it into a big deal, other than just, you know, being like, I want to try to see if I can do this on my own. But this is something that it is so dear to my heart that I want it to be published really badly. And the samples of it that I have already sent off to 10 different publishers, out of 10, 6 of them are interested in publishing it, and they are wanting that book. And so I'm working very hard to get that done. I will obviously give you guys some teasers of the covers and stuff when the podcast eventually does come out. Me and Mandy will be looking at schedules, because I have to work with her schedule. She has to work with mine. So that way we can figure out when we have, you know, an entire day to sit down, do some makeup, get dressed, sit down in a room with a 3-camera crew and film this entire 3-part, you know, this entire segment. We're looking at 3 hours of footage cut up into 30-minute segments. So that's a little over 6 videos. And so we're gonna be sitting down, and then of course we're also gonna do some, you know, Q&As within that within that podcast itself. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys, and I hope that you guys are going to be excited for it as well. I know that I haven't been around for a while, but I literally think about you guys every single day, and it's so crazy because sometimes I forget who I was in those videos, and randomly I'll be at the mall, or I'll be at the park with my kids, or I'll be at the zoo, and randomly I'll have a person come up to me, or I'll be even at work and I'll have a person come up to me and say, hey, aren't you Heavenlyleann Akers? And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm, you know, and oblivious to me, like I forget that people know who I am or have seen me. And they're just like, man, I love your makeup videos. Like, you're the one that taught me this. You're the one that taught me that. I accepted who I was because you were so inspirational to me. And all those words to me are so inspirational and so meaningful. They mean so much to me. You have no idea. I still appreciate you guys so much. And so, but I'm getting ready to go pick up my son and everything from my mom's house, because I have been out running around all day doing stuff for work. And then I will be sitting down eventually in the next couple of weeks with my friend, and we will be basically filming this podcast. And then this podcast can evolve where I can be sitting down with other entertainers, I can be sitting down with other people and that are of interest. I am friends with some people from RuPaul's Drag Race, so I'm interested in getting some like videos with them, sitting down, asking questions and having some fun. Also sitting down with some big name makeup artists in the industry and doing some of that stuff as well. People that I've known for a good minute, as well as some people that are in Oklahoma, like sitting down with the district attorney and asking questions, sitting down with a big name individual that is, from my understanding, she writes scripts for shows for Netflix and stuff. So these things will be interesting. The future looks great, and I hope to have you guys still be a part of it. But anyways, I love you guys, and I hope that you guys have a very heavenly day. Isn't that amazing? Anyways, bye.